ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Give us a boot rotation, please. Please add it in there, please. Please, please! Hey! What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing my first Masters of the Universe Chronicles action figure review on the Mattel Masters of the Universe movies, Man-at-Arms. I am so pumped for this movie. I stopped by my local Target. This is the only figure that I saw on the shelf. I'm happy to have it. Wish they had the rest of them. I want them all. As soon as I saw Prince Adam with a pink shirt and all hella buffed, I was like, oh, they're going to go all in. They're going all in, and it looks like they're going all in. And I cannot wait for this movie. Anyway, beautiful packaging over here. I like how we have embossed text right over here. And then you can see an image from the movie on this side. And we have some product shots and a little read-up right over there. If you want to read it, pause it right now. On this side, you can see Skeletor. Not much more on the top and not much more at the bottom. So let's get to... Oh, you can see on the top, it's very subtle, but spot varnish. It says Masters of the Universe Chronicles right over there. All right, if you're trying to get your He-Man action figures, you know where you can get them. You can get them over at...
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Man-at-Arms out of the packaging. And I gotta say, I am pretty pumped about this figure. I really dig it. I dig it a lot, man. This is definitely made for collectors. I feel like Mattel right now has probably their best sense of what collectors want to see in figures right now more than they've ever had. So I am very excited for this piece. I really like the way it looks. I really like the articulation. Do I have gripes? Oh yes, I do have my gripes. I have complaints to share as well. So let's first get a closer look at the accessories and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So I like what we have over here. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know if there's anything that's missing, but hey, what we have for Man-at-Arms is pretty good. I do wish that we had a trigger hand for the gun. He just has a weapon holding hand right over here with no trigger finger sticking out. So one of them with the trigger finger would have been nice to have. I would have preferred that for sure. Paint apps look pretty solid on it though. I like the sculpt of it. You can see how you could port these off right over here and you get a set of fist hands. I will say porting them on and off is a little, I don't want to say tricky. It's just a little bit more tough than I wanted it to be at first, but I've had nothing break on me or anything like that, so they work fine. It's just, it takes some effort porting them on, a little bit of fear with some stressing right over there, but so far it's been good. I have more of these Chronicles figures to review, so I'll keep you updated on how things go as far as the quality control on that. But look at the gun. It looks pretty cool, and it has a couple of holes in the front of it too, so if you have any of these Hasbro Marvel Legends effects pieces you want to plug in there, it will work. Kinda. You have to shove him in. But yeah, I do get frustrated with him holding this gun, with him not having a trigger finger. And he just doesn't really grip it that well. See how that works? It's like tricky. So you have to like twist it around and just like get his fingertips right. It's hard to work with. I do like that we have this little port right over here so you can store the gun on the side. So that looks pretty cool. I like that. And then he has his mace, which I guess is going to shrink down because you could see it stored right over here on his hip, you know, and then it's supposed to, I guess, grow, and it looks really cool. I like the gold plastic that they used. A little bit of marbling in it, but it's not really bothering me too much. And then this is all intentionally sculpted right here. But yeah, you can see how some of the marbling does get in the way of the sculpt, right? It distorts the sculpted pattern that they have here, that they intended to have, right? And then this rotates right up here. Then here's a mace comparison. I have a Masterverse Man-at-Arms mace, so you can see the mace comparison. Does this spin? It does not. But this one does, which is interesting. So I expect to see that to spin in the movie. So when this figure was first revealed, I was slightly worried it didn't look so much like Idris Elba, but now that I have it in hand, I think it does. I think they did a really good job with the face sculpt. If anything, maybe the helmet could be a tiny bit smaller. It's a bit of a nitpick, you know, maybe a tiny bit smaller, but even then, it's not bad because, Man at Arms has got a big old helmet right here, and I don't mind it if it's a little bit bigger, but I don't even think that's right. I think it's still fairly accurate, but let me know what you think. I really love what I'm seeing here. I'm just going to gush throughout the rest of this video, so be warned. Ooh, I have like one other complaint, but for the most part, I love what I'm seeing over here, man. That gold lining work right over there, that purposeful marbling in the helmet looks really good to me. Damn, man, the face looks great. This whole patina finish that we're seeing on his armor, it looks so good. It looks so freaking good to me, man. I love this. It's a great adaptation for a film to use this. I think it's freaking awesome. I love it. Look at that paint on the back of the figure over here. Nice silver bits. I think this thing is so damn sick. I do have to shift this around. Sometimes it won't grab onto the bicep like I'd like it to, but it needs to float so that you can articulate it. And then you can see some of these gold discs on the inside. This one stays in place a lot better. Some more gold discs. But damn, this figure looks good. I'm so happy with the aesthetics. I also really love the articulation. Like I said, I'm going to gush. Man, and then the belt looks great. Have the gun right over there on his side. This is such a good-looking figure, man. They did a really good job with this one. I'm really happy with it. Damn. The paint just looks really good. I am very pleased. This patina look is just so damn sick. I don't know what it is. I really, really like it a lot. Looks great. He has peg holes at the bottom of his feet here as well. So I am very happy with the articulation on this figure. I think I only have one real gripe over here. With both a ball joint at the neck, ball joint at the head, he can look up very far. And he's got some helmet over here, getting in the way. And it looks like there's a little bit of gappage. So if not for that helmet, he could probably look up a little bit more than that. So that's pretty damn cool. Same thing with the front right over here. You have this whole guard right there blocking his chin. So that's getting in the way, but he'll look down that much. Of course, you're going to get some head pivoting, and you can turn the head side to side just up to there until this collar gets in the way. So, with him having so much stuff around his head, there is a lot of mobility over there. You have the McFarlane style butterfly joints, so you can shift the shoulders up and down, and they do move forward and back very good amount. And you can get the shoulder, see, this is going to slide on you, but that's actually a good thing so that you can get more poses out of the figure. You can see that moving up a little bit above the 90-degree mark. They move all the way in. You could rotate a full 360 right here. You have the bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbows. If I can get this thing all the way around the bicep, though, I could bend the elbows in more. There you go. So that's more than 90 degrees. And then you have a nice pin hinge system right here for the hands, so you can have them move up and down. It's a little tricky to rotate around, but you could have them move the other way as well. You have a nice diaphragm joint right here, and then you have some good diaphragm pivot, moves forward just that much, moves back, and then you have similar articulation at the waist, so you get that ball joint at the waist, letting you move both diaphragm cut and waist cuts forward that much, and both back that much, pivots at the waist as well. I wish I could crunch more than that, to be honest with you, but I've still had a great time with this figure. I was surprised to see drop-down hips. Look at that. We got drop-down hips on this figure. You can move them outward that much. You kind of have to twist around so that these don't get in the way, but still, that's pretty damn cool. And you can get the legs to kick up hella far, of course, and back. What I am frustrated with the most when it comes to the articulation on this figure is there is no thigh cut. So having a thigh cut would have really made this better. You could shift around a little bit, but no real thigh cut. It needs a thigh cut. They have double jointed knees on them, but we also get boot cut right over here, which is great. So I'm very happy to see that. Damn it, Hasbro. Boot cut. And then you get ankle. Not that Hasbro never does it, but still, it's been a common complaint of mine. But not only do we get the boot cut, they hooked it up with an ankle cut too, so it could turn side to side at the ankle as well as the boot. You can move the ankles down, they do move up, and they have ankle pivot, which does run in the way a little bit of this piece right over here on the inside, but it's flexible enough to where you could still utilize that ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Man-at-Arms figure, you could see that he is standing just a little under 7 inches tall. So I don't really have a lot as far as size comparisons for you guys, but yeah, here's our Masterverse. Was this from the Revelations show? I think it was. Yeah, Revelations Masterverse Man-at-Arms next to our movie Man-at-Arms. I found some other figures to compare this Man-at-Arms to. We have a DC Multiverse Flash from McFarlaneToys. We have a Mattel WWE Elite Bret the Hitman Hart. I bought this because I ran into it at Target. One of my best friends just recently passed away, and he loved Bret the Hitman Hart, so I just got it for the Ice Cat just to help me think of him. And then we have Mando right over here from The Mandalorian with the custom cape. And here's Man-at-Arms next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, looks like you can make your club thingy shrink, huh? Hey, I have a brother who has web shooters that need to be shrunk. Do you think you could help him out? Awesome. You're supposed to hit me in the face. Yeah. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly did. I really had a great time with this figure. If you had a great time watching this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new here, I do have more Masters of the Universe Chronicles figures to review for you guys, so stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. And I didn't mention that I really do wish the mini version of his mace was removable. It's always stuck to his hip, which is really weird when he's holding it, because it's just going to be there. If that's what it is, unless it's a different weapon, it could be a different weapon. But I assume it's the mace just all shrunken down. I could have just totally made all that up and based that stop motion off of a speculation that could be totally wrong, but whatever. Anyway, I still had a great time with this figure. Yeah, I mentioned some other gripes for sure. I did not mention that the left arm guard right over there can come off with a tab on the back of it. So there's a tab for you to remove that if you want to completely remove it, but I don't want to do that, and I didn't want to test that out and not be able to put it back together, so I didn't really mess with it. Unless I could just mess with it right now. Hold on a second, I might be able to. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, it comes off very easily, and then let's see if I can just put it right back on easily too. Hopefully I can, but yeah, it goes right back on there nice and easy. Okay, back to the pictures. So yeah, this figure's a lot of fun. I don't want him displayed with his armor off. I want him to have the armor on there. I really love this thing. Very affordable price. Can't wait to see the movie. Man, I just love the way it looks. I love the way it poses. Even with all my gripes, I'm giving this $25, around $25 Man-at-Arms figure a Sud rating of...
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. Are you stoked for the movie? Are you stoked for these figures? I think Mattel is doing a fantastic job already. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks again for watching. You can give me a follow over on Instagram if you haven't already, and as well as on Whatnot. I have another Whatnot show coming up soon, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.